So you're an executive who's taken your company to heights of success that others could only dream of. Now it's time to reward yourself for those years of hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. You're in the market for a new car, but where do you begin? Do you go to Lexus? Absolutely, they have some great cars. But doesn't Bob in accounting have one of those? Go across the street to BMW. Again, adequate cars, but I bet there's 15 black ones in your car park already. What you won't have is one of these, the all-new Bentley Flying Spur for 2014. The pinnacle of performance, style, and individuality. From its near limitless palette of paint colors to its plethora of leather and wood trims, you can make this car as unique as you are. My name is Michael, I'm the after sales manager here at Bentley Minneapolis, and today I'm going to walk you around the all-new 2014 Bentley Flying Spur. So as we move around to the front of the Flying Spur, we'll go over some of the design features on this new car. We have the very familiar mesh upright grille with a chrome finish, as well as the mesh lower grille, again with the chrome finish. This echoes the Le Mans races of the 1930s and also ties in with the other Bentley vehicles we currently offer. You'll also notice the parking sensors, which run the full width of the front bumper, and the adaptive cruise control sensor located down here in the lower grille. We also have the dual finish on the front headlamp assemblies with the integrated LEDs. We also have the headlamp washing system as well. Let me walk around to the side of the vehicle and we'll go over some of the key design features on this new Bentley. So as we move around the side of the 2014 Bentley Flying Spur, we'll go over some of the key design elements. One of the more striking elements that you'll see on this car is the new stylized B emblem here that used to adorn the radiator shells of the 1930s Bentleys. For 2014, Bentley's actually elongated that, given it a more updated appearance and a sense of speed and precision. You'll see this car is also shod with Pirelli Performance P0 tires and the 21-inch Mulliner spec wheel with the polished finish. One other feature you'll see is this line, which runs from the front of the fender all the way back down the car. That is created using hydroforming technology, where they take the aluminum sheet, heat it up to a certain point, then inject air into that mold, and actually sucks it down, creating this very sharp line. It's the sharpest line on any production car, so quite unique. There's no chrome on here. The original Continental Flying Spur used to have a chrome bar that used to run down the lower edge. Bentley's done away with that, gone with a more monochromatic look, a little bit more of a modern feel, but they have left a little bit of the jewelry on there with the chrome on the belt line and the upper window molding, and a little bit on the door handles as well. Now we'll move to the back. We see the W12 emblem here. That just shows which engine resides under the bonnet of this magnificent sedan. Now we'll move to the rear of the car. We'll take a look at the design features on the boot and rear bumper area. So as we move around to the boot and rear bumper area on the Flying Spur, one of the key design elements that we have on this car, similar to the Mulsanne and the Continental GT redesign from a few years ago, is going to be the horseshoe element, starting at the top of the C-pillar and running all the way down the rear flank, across the top of the boot, and then back up the other side. Really gives almost a coach-built, seamless look to it. So if you do look at the vehicle from above, you can visually see that. Displayed prominently in the center of the boot is the winged Bentley emblem there, characteristic of all our Bentley vehicles. We also have a little bit of brightware in between the trunk and rear bumper, and a little bit around the LED tail lamps. And now we'll take a look at kind of the lower edge of the rear bumper. We've got the parking sensors, which run the full width of the rear. We have the chrome exhaust pipe covers there. We also have what's very unique for a big sedan. It's this cutout here, which incorporates this rear diffuser, something that really you're only going to see on a high-performance sports car. You're not really going to see that on a big sedan, but this car is capable of 200 miles an hour. And at those elevated speeds, this will actually create a little bit of downforce, making sure that car is planted and secure. That way we don't have to run a spoiler like some other vehicles would. So they do make use of some aerodynamics underneath. That basically wraps up the exterior overview of the 2014 Flying Spur. Let's go into the driver's seat. We'll go over some of the technology and features that we find on the inside of this vehicle. So as we enter the 2014 Bentley Flying Spur, you get a real appreciation for what makes a Bentley a Bentley. It truly is a bespoke vehicle. Everything about the vehicle is hand assembled. We've got the tamo ash wood veneer on the steering wheel, which is laid on by hand. We also have that same wood across the fascia here, and as we close the driver door here, you can see that that tamo ash veneer runs the whole width here and actually blends in with the dash and across into the passenger compartment. Everything about that is customizable. You don't have to go with tamo ash. There's 6 or 7 different veneers that you can utilize. This vehicle, being the Mulliner spec, has a dual tone interior. We've got linen for the main hide, and as you can see, we have the diamond quilting effect on the inside edge of the door and on the seats. Headliner on this vehicle is perforated. That is all done by hand as well, as is the stitching that blends both colors together here. As we look at the center console here, a lot of the technology here is carried over from the new tech in the Continental GT series. Everything is touchscreen on the navigation and stereo systems. Everything is up to date and it just works, which is what you'd expect out of a vehicle such as this. The shift knob down here has got the hand knurled effect. That's done by hand as well. And all of the dials on the radio, HVAC controls, and even the mirror adjustment, that has the knurling effect as well. As we move back from that, we can see we've got the controls on this vehicle. It's equipped with heated seats, cooled seats. We've got the adjustable air ride suspension system. We have the rear sunshade option. We have an option for 2 different vehicle heights, and then the heating and cooled seat spec for the passenger side. All right, now let's move to the rear of the vehicle. We'll go over some of the technology available for the passenger in the new Flying Spur. So as we enter the rear seat area of the 2014 Flying Spur, we'll go over some of the technology. And one of the big things that we've got this year is going to be this rear seat control unit here. Pops out. You can use it in the dock or take it out. This will actually give you access from the rear seat to everything that the driver has. We can actually call up the map. We can change the media, so we can go through to your SD card or your satellite radio, or we can actually just control the radio, the volume, and the station. Other items that you can adjust here, we can operate the rear sunshade from this component up and down. We can access the cooling options for the rear seat, 3 levels of cooling, 3 levels of heating for both the driver side and the passenger side in the rear here. So it's quite a unique little tool here. You can even call up the current speed of the vehicle, and it's all touchscreen. You can swipe through all the options, and the graphics they have on here are in keeping with the Bentley itself. It gives the knurled finish appearance on all of these. So quite a unique little tool, and you can pair that with your iPhone as well. So if you do happen to misplace this piece, you can still access all those functions. One of the perks here, we've got the Mulliner spec finish here with the diamond quilting and perforated leather. You can really see here the hand stitching on this and on the seat as well. Now this car happens to be equipped with the Bentley throw pillow, finished in the same leather as the vehicle is, with the contrasting piping and the Bentley wings hand stitched on there. This Flying Spur, in keeping with most executive sedans, has the picnic table finished in the tamo ash wood. Pop that down, and this one has the vanity mirror in there as well. We can see from the back here we still have the perforated leather all the way through on the headliner, LED lighting for the interior. Really an opulent place to be. If we pull down the center console here, we have 2 cup holders in the back, but another nice unique feature for an executive car is we have another docking station here for the privacy handset. Right now it's located in the front, but if you do happen to be working out of the back of your vehicle, you've got someone driving you around, you'd have your phone paired to the Bluetooth system. If you got a phone call, it was sensitive information, you needed to take it privately, you actually just pull out the privacy handset here, the call will transfer from the car speakers to your privacy handset, take care of your business, put it back in here, everything restores to normal. So that surmises the interior of the Flying Spur. Again, an opulent interior, the quality of the leather, the hand-finished wood, everything about the car screams success and uniqueness, and the way you can customize these cars to make it your own. There won't be another one out there that looks like it. We're going to go up front and we're going to take a look under the bonnet. We're going to go over the engine that powers this mighty sedan. So we'll see you up front. So as we make our way back around the front of the 2014 Flying Spur, we'll get the bonnet open for you. And under here we find the venerable 6-litre W12 twin-turbo engine that, if you're familiar with the Bentley brand, you'll know this engine would have powered some of our previous generations of cars. The original Continental Flying Spur and the current Continental GT are all powered by this power plant. In this configuration, it produces 616 horsepower and 590 foot-pounds of torque. It's mated to a new 8-speed ZF gearbox, and coupled with the all-wheel drive system on the Flying Spur, it will go from standstill to 60 in 4.3 seconds and carry on to a top speed of 200 miles an hour. So when we had looked at the inside of the vehicle, very much the executive sedan, but when you start hearing numbers such as 200 miles an hour, it's very evident that it is a performance sedan as well. So the best of both worlds with no compromises, exactly what you would expect out of a Bentley product. So there we have the all-new 2014 Bentley Flying Spur, available now for test drive and purchase from Bentley Minneapolis. Thank you for taking the time to watch our walk-around video today. Make sure you visit our website to schedule a private showing and for more information, and then please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more exciting videos coming soon. Thank you.